I mean, I could put a date and a time on it. I remember where I was, where I saw the ad for Origin Green on YouTube, walking through fields of corn, caressing the grass. And it was, our fields have always been this green, our seas have always teemed with fish. And whatever it is about the magic dust in Ireland, we're all just innately sustainable. And I buried my head in my hands because I thought, all the work that not just me, but the community I was in was doing was in vain, because we were just being steamrolled now by greenwashing juggernaut. And I think that was the start of Whittled Away. That was because I had been working in these policy issues, and I thought this story about what has happened to nature hasn't been told, and it really needs to be told. And that's what basically got me starting to write the book. I was very much influenced by a book by Callum Roberts. He's a marine biologist in the UK, and he wrote a book called The Unnatural History of the Sea. And what was remarkable about it was he went back hundreds of years to look at pirate accounts of the abundance of turtles on beaches in the Caribbean, say when Europeans arrived. And so that got me thinking that, maybe there's equivalent kind of historical records in Ireland. And that kind of got me on the path. I mean, I by no means knew all of this stuff, so I was doing a lot of research myself, rooting around secondhand bookshops for old books that had descriptions of nature. So yeah, it did take quite a while. I think it took me about 3 years. And I have to admit, when I started writing it, I thought, this is preposterous, about me writing a book. I'd never set out to write a book, and I didn't tell anybody. I hadn't gone to a publisher to say I want to tell this story, because I wasn't quite sure I had it in me. I had spent the 3 years. It was only, I remember telling my wife about, I had finished the first draft to say, actually I've written a book and I've sent it into a publisher. I hadn't got word back that it was going to be published or anything. I remember her looking at me going, what? And then a few months later, I was very lucky that the publisher of Whittled Away came back and said, yeah, we want to do this. So